I understand you've completely ruined your family life, just in general, but no, I'm just kidding. But because some of the scientists have decided to change their watches to be in sync with what time it is on Mars. Explain that.
Yeah, that was a problem. Mars has this, it rotates once every 24 hours and 39 minutes, which is really annoying. Because if it rotated once every 24 hours, we could just follow it around. So basically, the way we communicate with the rover is just after sunrise on Mars, we send it a command sequence directly from Earth, and it tells the rover to wake up and do this, and that during the course of the day. And then shortly before sunset on Mars, it sends us a message back, and it tells us exactly what it did. And then we get that information, and then what we do is we work during the Mars night to process the data, think about what we've done, think about what we should have done, think about what we're probably going to do, and then the next day we send up the command sequence. And so we have to follow the Martian day. So when we first land, you've got this thing, and we want to practice with it. We don't want to make mistakes. So we want the most amount of time in a day to actually figure out what we want to do and make sure it's going to work. So you want the most time, which means you have to be attached to Mars. So every day you get up 39 minutes later, you have dinner 39 minutes later, you go to work 39 minutes later, you go home 39 minutes later. It's like getting in an airplane and driving 2/3 of a time zone every day, and then doing it again. And then the next day you go again, and if we fly from here in a week, we're sort of halfway across the Pacific, then you wind up in China. A month later you come back and your family sees you again, but the rest of the time you're sort of living like a vampire.
So every single day, your alarm clock has to be 39 minutes later in the morning to wake you up.
Right. Of course, nobody actually does that. So what we do is we sort of tend to stay up too late, or we we try to meet. It's you go to the local restaurant that's open all night long, and so one group is coming in and they're having breakfast and you're having a steak and a beer.